Yes! Happy Monday! The final Monday. Cha. She says ominously, it's a Monday, because things have been, a lot. It's been the whole, whew. Hey, 2026 certainly hit the ground running. It's been a whirlwind. A cavalcade of wonders and merriment. Like, in my own life. Not even talking about, you know, everything else. America's disastrous slide into being the apotheosis of itself. Very much America becoming America. The fascist mess that it always has been, but just made manifest for everybody who was able to ignore it, to have to at least come to grips with looking at it fresh in the face and saying either this is not cool, a little late, but better late than never, or let's embrace this whole thing and just go full-on fascist. I don't know where that's gonna fall. I know which one of those results I would rather have happen, but we'll see what happens. So world is hot, very spicy recently. I don't even want to say spicy because that like downplays how fucked up things are. It's real bad. But also, to ratchet back, because this is a diary video and not a sociology breakdown of the United States video, life has been a lot. You might have noticed that the video quality may be different than previous videos. Hopefully not different bad. Hopefully not different that you notice at all, but quite possibly different because I'm going to be editing this onto different software. See, so the thing is, for reasons still unknown, OpenCL just decided that it wanted to have a critical existence failure on my laptop. Like, it seems to exist, but nothing seems to be able to find it, which for the most part is not really a big problem, from what I understand, what I've been told, because I'm not a tech girl. But unfortunately, DaVinci uses OpenCL quite heavily, so that's a problem. As you may guess, because I do all this video work, and it's very dear to me. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it certainly is and has become a intrinsic part of my life, so I haven't been able to use DaVinci, and I won't be able to use DaVinci. You see, Soup and I have been, although to give credit where it's due, this is mostly Soup. I've been a cheerleader and periodically hitting the big red button to blow up the laptop when it crashes. Hair. This is why I never wear my hair down. But, you know, Soup has been with me for like 5 nights straight, maybe 6, trying to defuck this things, and like a session looking at like 2 hours to 3 hours a pop. We're both real exhausted, and the best that we've been able to come up with so far is that the laptop itself doesn't seem to be fucked. Like, the hardware seems stable for a laptop of its age and average usage. So that's real good, but we simply cannot resurrect or resuscitate the pathways to OpenCL, which means that DaVinci is completely off the table. So I'll be using something different from now on until we both have like the spoons and the resources to take like the big steps, like a complete Windows wipe and reboot that would maybe fix the problem, or, you know, save up money and get a new laptop, a new used laptop, because I don't want a new laptop. They're super expensive right now, and also every new laptop is like wired for AI, and I would rather not. But so that's been the thing that I've been dealing with. There's just been like a lot of stuff going on, just like the regular load of life on top of this, you know, very present, must be dealt with new slice of bullshit. I'm so glad that I've got, you know, Soup has been willing to give up his time and a lot of energy to help me out. The folks in the empty room have been understanding, because I had to take a week off of streams because I just couldn't do both things at the same time. But yeah, it's been real messy. I don't know. We're in this spot right now. And I mentioned that, you know, this is going to be the last Monday she said ominously. So to loop back to that, I'm going to be taking at least an episode, maybe two, of the diary off. So it's like 2 weeks or a month of no diary videos. And will I come back after that? I haven't 100% decided. That's part of the reason why I'm taking the time off. It's not like, oh no, the videos are underperforming, and because like when have I ever cared about that? Like all my videos have been doing a lot better recently than they've ever done in the past of the channel. And the diary videos, they're picking up double-digit views, which for me is like super hot. So that's not the problem. When I started this whole thing off, and I said like in that very first episode, I don't know if this is going to be a thing. I don't know what kind of thing it's going to be. And then once it became apparent that yes, it was a thing, and I kind of set in the back of my mind like a 1 year term for doing it. And I think like looking at projects and having them go on for like a year, that's what I did with roughly 50 Minutes Fresh. It was a real good way to kind of organize it in my brain. And so this is the 26th diary episode. It's every 2 weeks. That's 52 weeks. That's a year. We've been doing this for a year, and what have we learned? I don't know. It's a weird spot. Like I said, I'm in a weird spot mentally and emotionally, because it dawned on me, and we talked about this, like we talked around the edges of this the other day, and by the other day I mean like the last diary video, I think. But like with the last year, and I've kind of transitioned in the past tense, and it's a weird feeling. What I mean to say is that like all of the goals that I kind of set for myself and that I kind of viewed as transition, like the bundle of things that was transitioning, that all of the ones that were actionable, all of the ones that were like actually within my means to affect, I've done. The name's changed. I'm recognized by the government as a woman. I've been living out, as myself. I don't know if everybody accepts that or recognizes the fact or the importance of it, but I have been doing that thing. So how they feel about it is very much on them. I got on HRT. I'm not finished. Obviously, the changes are still ongoing in the body. Probably the smoking has not helped to make them speedy. And I will be on estrogen until the day I die, which is fine. Like, super cool, because, I was gonna die anyways. So, like, I did that. I wanted the beard gone, and I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of electrolysis, because like even after the 5 sessions, it's still a little bit, it's a little bit fuzzy scrapey. I don't love it, but like I did do that step. I did do the thing within my means to affect it. I mean, I want a box. Of course, every girl does. That's not true. There are some girls that don't, but this girl fucking does. But that's outside of my that's outside of what I can affect. That's outside what I can reasonably expect to do. So I've kind of set that as like a special bonus goal of transition, and not within this package of what I'm doing. What else can I do, really? I could work on my voice a little, but like I don't hate my voice. Mostly any vocal training would just be to give me a little bit more range would be nice, but more importantly, just so it's not so rough on me when I have to do streams. But otherwise, like, yeah, I mean, I kind of like the way I sound. I don't really want, facial surgery. Like, I kind of like my face. Honestly, my face kind of fucks. Sorry, there's folks out there who maybe hate to hear that, but this trans girl loves her face. Transphobes, eat shit. And die. But yeah, like, I mean, it would be kind of neat maybe to shave down the Adam's apple, just because, like, I'm a body mod girly, and just like, I don't really need it, and I don't super want it, but like, it's kind of a cool thing to do. Like, it's kind of, yeah, like, shave my bones. But like, it's not, that was never something I really, kind of expected as a transition goal. It just kind of popped in my mind the other day. It's like, oh, that's a thing that could be done. But like, I'm here. All those things that I I wanted to do all those things that I felt were important to do for myself, and also because let's face it, they're kind of expected of you too. And to ease things socially, you gotta get the name changed so that you can force people to use your fucking name. Be like, motherfucker, this is my name. It's on my papers. Eat it. I did it. And now I'm here. Like, all this effort, all this work, 7 years. 7 years. I mean, honestly, the time really will pass either way. And it's been this, I don't want to say burden, although it has been a burden at times, but it's been a emotional weight to carry this journey that you're on. And in the midst of the world, and in the midst of the microcosm of you just trying to fucking live, and all the shit that's going on there, and then finally one day, like, you, hopefully, I hope for all of you too, you get to that place, and you kind of look around and you're, well, like, you fuck, because here you are, you're at base. This is base me. This is me. This is who I am. This is I've worked so hard to just get to the base, to break it down and build it up to point zero. And now I gotta kind of figure out, what the fuck does that mean? Now it's the job, and the lifetime job that we all have, I guess, of just trying to figure out, who the fuck am I? What does this mean? What do I want? Like, now that I'm here, and I can determine the self without these other things that I feel like must be done. These other things that I feel like I have to do, like I've done them. I'm here now. Who am I? Which one of us is I? Is there an I? And I don't have an answer to that, and I don't think that I'm going to get an answer in a 2-week or month break from doing these videos, but I do need to come to some kind of conclusion about, like, where do we go from here? What's the next step? What do I want? You think that's such an easy question, and it's not. I don't have an answer. I have never had an answer. And it's really hard to kind of set a path for your life when you don't even know what you fucking want. So anyways, that's kind of like where I am right now. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know really what else to say about it. But we're probably going to be back in 2 weeks or a month. On the off chance that we are not, on the off chance that I get to the end of that time and I say to myself, you know what, it was good doing those videos, it was a good experience, I'm glad that I did them, but they have served their purpose and now I am done with the diary. If that happens, if I come to that decision, then to everybody who has been watching these, and there are some of you, and particularly to all of you that actually watch them through, because I know that's not all of you, but thank you. Thank you for listening to me just kind of babble about my inconsequential life and kind of give me a space to just work out some of the shit that's been going on in the immediate terms when I wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to do that otherwise. I mean, because I know the folks who watch these videos, and I think I can say specifically to those folks that I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. If you're not one of those folks and you just randomly decided this was the video of mine that you were going to watch all the way to the end, thank you too. But you don't have responsibility for my continued existence, or my existence up into this point. But for some of you, yeah, like all the shit that you've done for me the past 7 years, just being in my life has kept me around, and that's a lot. So thank you. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good note to end on. This is gone. I don't know how long this has gone on, because I got this assembly here that's to get the camera where I wanted it, because I got to use the PlayStation Eye camera, which, let me tell you, is not great, but it does take some of the hard edges off of the very hard-edged girl, that's appreciated. I like that, but it's not. It tilts, and it just doesn't. It's not a good camera for camera stuff. It's a great camera for doing the move. You got to do the lollipop, and that works fine. But like otherwise, it's not really a particularly great camera. But anyways, this is all outside baseball. This is all outside baseball. So right, yeah. Hey. Is this over to him? Look, now I want to know. Now I gotta know. Is this? We've been talking. Holy shit. Yeah, we've been talking way too much. It's like 16 fucking minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just blathered on. But hey, if it is the last one, then you get like not a double dose, a 1.5 dose. Isn't that exciting? You get a bonus. Bonus me. Whee! That was a mistake, because now I got the cord is around my ankles. Anyways. From me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao. I still don't know what I'm fucking supposed to do there. It's been a whole year of these things, and I still don't know. And ciao.